Hey guys, Scott here with the Mental Metal channel and mentalmetaldetecting.com, and what you have in front of you here is the new Nokta Accupoint Pin-pointer. I got mine the other day from Fort Bedford Metal Detectors. If you guys are looking for this pinpointer, they have them in stock. Reach out to John or Zach, give them a call over there, or check out their website at Fort Metal Detectors or FortBedfordMetalDetectors.com. So this is going to be considered an unboxing. I've already unboxed everything, so we're just going to kind of walk through it. And then I'll show you a little test I'm doing with as far as, you know, how sensitive this thing is compared to the other pinpointers that I have. But out of the box, you obviously have the pinpointer itself. It's pretty cool. It's pretty sturdy, feels good, feels strong. It has a replaceable tip, so you get two tips with it. So you have this tip that replaces the one that it has on it right now in case it wears out. I've never really had a tip that wore out on a pinpointers, but it's nice to know that you have an extra one here. You have on the side there, you have centimeters, you have inches, so you have a measuring stick right here as well, so you can see how deep things are. And I think this goes up to maybe 9 or 10 inches. Looks like 9. Maybe 9.5. Going through what else is in the box, you got a holster, obviously. You have a lanyard. They include a lanyard, and you have a replaceable gasket for the inside of your cap. Now, in the cap itself, I'll take that apart here in a minute and show you. But you also get a set of instructions to go with it. So that is what you get in the box. Now let's take a closer look at the pinpointer itself, and just show you how easy it is to use and how simple it is to navigate through the menu. Alright guys, I got the menu here, or the instruction manual, user manual, whatever you want to call it. Just kind of walk through here a couple things before we get into the menus, just so you know what menus you had to play around with. Because if you get in there and we go start cycling through these things, it's really fast, and you gotta know how to navigate through the menu. Just for quick, let's do this real quick. Turn off the pinpointer here. I wanted to show you something. On the back, it has a unscrewable cap here, or screw-off cap. And in here, this is where you're going to charge it. But if you're not paying attention, if you don't read your manual, you'll know quickly that there's nowhere to charge it until you drop this volume, I guess, enhancer. I forget what they call this thing. It's actually on here. It's called an audio booster. So the audio booster, the audio comes out of this hole right here in the middle, and it's a pretty significant change if you leave this out and turn the cap back on. It is a lot lower in volume than putting this back in. I guess this funnels the noise out through this hole and out the back of your pinpointer. So it's actually a really cool feature that they did that. And I like the way the cap screws on. It feels pretty tight. You can't over tight it, so you don't have to crank on it a lot like you do with the other pinpointers that I've had over the years. So there's that part of it. We'll put that there for now. But I just want to go through some of the menu items that we're gonna walk through, because you have 5 seconds to make changes. And if I'm talking for 5 seconds, and I know we're gonna miss the menu. So right out of the gate, I've already talked about the turning on and off the device. The first menu item you have is your settings. For your settings, it's sensitivity with this one, and then the next one you're gonna have is sound and vibrate. And here you can set up 2 different types of sounds: sound and vibration, or sound only and vibration only. So it's pretty cool they did all this stuff. And then the next one is going to be modes and discrimination. You have a 1-tone option. You have the option to turn off iron, or you have a 2-tone option where one sounds off on iron and the other sounds off on like a non-ferrous. That's kind of cool too, and it really does sound different. Here's your Bluetooth, so you can sync up with your headphones for the Legend. Here's your frequency shift, so if you have some interference, you can shift the frequency, and you can do that. You have an LED flashlight that's pretty bright, and you have some volume control as well. You have a backlight option where you can change the backlight display, and then you have your factory default setting. So that's your menu system, that's your settings options that you have. And to get into those settings, it's really simple. Like we have it on right now. Remember to turn it off, you want to let go of the button before it gets all the way over to the gear shift. But if you're getting into the settings, you want, holding down the button, you want it to get all the way over to the gear button. I called it a gear shift, a gear button. And so here's where you start with your sensitivity. And if you wait 5 seconds, it's going to go back. So you got to go back in again. Sensitivity, your tone options. This is going to be your Ferris, turning on that, Bluetooth, frequency shift, flashlight, volume, backlight display, and then your reset, factory reset. If you go back to the sensitivity option, hold in this button, it'll take you into the menu where you can change by hitting the button to change the setting. I'm going to leave it at 7. And if you wait 5 seconds, it'll back it up to the other menu. And then you can go to the next menu option, hold down the button again. And here I have vibrate and tone on. If you click the button, you can start changing the features. Maybe you only want tone only, maybe you want tone and vibration, or just vibration. I want both. And you leave it, and after 5 seconds it goes back to the menu again. You go to the next one, hold it in. This is where you can change your number of tones, 2 tones, 1 tones, no iron, 2 tones, 1 tone. We'll leave it at 1 for now. Go to the next option, Bluetooth. I'm not going to do that one right now. This is your frequency shift. So you can go 1 click to the right, 1 click to the left, middle. That will do a frequency shift for you if you have some interference. Go into the next one, your LED flashlight. You either turn it on or turn it off. That's your option for that. And let's see, going into the next one, your volume. You can turn it as high as you want, or it has like one basic setting, high and low. I have mine on high right now. Wait 5 seconds, goes back to the menu. Go to the next one. This is your backlight display. You can change it to backlight off, backlight on. You know, that's basically what you can do there. And then finally you have the factory reset, which I'm not going to do. And that's how you get around. And so like I said, if you wait 5 seconds, it should default back to the original. And now you're good to go. You're back to the beginning. So it's pretty quick. It's pretty easy to navigate through. It's just if you're sitting there waiting and trying to figure out what you want to do, you're probably going to get messed up. This thing's going to go back to the menu again, and you're going to have to go back in it again and back and forth. You'll get used to it, though. I do like the pinpointer. It seems to respond pretty well as far as depth goes. It's right up there with the other ones. It's actually better than some of the other ones. I'm going to do a little test here to show you. But basically, I do like the pinpointer. It seems like it's a pretty handy little tool. I do like the fact that, well, I mean, it's a nice little feature that these are replaceable. People like to dig with these, apparently. I've never had one wear out on me, but apparently people do like to dig with them, and they got a little lip on here. It looks like a mini little shovel for you to dig up dirt with. That's cool. And like it has numbers on the side, some measures in centimeters and inches, like I mentioned before. So it is a cool little pinpointer. Now let's do a little demonstration on how far away things can get before it actually starts going off. So I actually have over here a penny. I think it's a wheat penny, and I got a little foam block here because the thing goes off if I don't stick it. If I stick it on the table. So I've got it on right now, or no, I don't. Yeah, I got it on. All right, so I'm gonna put the pinpointer right here, just to show you at 1 how close it gets before it starts going off. So about 3 inches. No, or really 2 inches. Yeah, about 2.5 inches. Now I have a Garrett carrot here. Also, we'll just use this one to test it against. See if I can get too close, it wants to go off. So about the same. Carrot might have a little bit more on it. Or it could be just going off with something on the table, which I think it is. So about 2.5, it's about the same. The MI6 I have here. Let's see what that does. Sorry. Alright, let's turn one of these off because it's annoying. Alright, we'll turn that off. Oops. Let's see how close we can get with the MI6. So I still think the MI6 has a little bit more depth advantage. So, but I don't think the Nokta is any worse. I think it's pretty good. I do like it. I haven't used it in a while yet. I'm going to use it this weekend, but that's really it in a nutshell. I didn't want to really go into too much detail here because the video would be too long, but I think it's a nice handy pinpointer. It's very sturdy. It's very strong. I think it's gonna be good. I think I'm gonna like it. It's waterproof down to, like, I believe 10 feet. It's considered IP68 waterproof. So yeah, down to sit on the box here. Let's see. Yeah, up to 10 feet. So give it a try. If you guys get one of these, let me know what you think. I'm curious, and if you like it or not. I actually think it's gonna be a really nice pinpointer. So hopefully it lasts as long as the ones I've been using, and hopefully lasts longer than some of the other ones I've used. But I'm excited to try this out. I think it's gonna be pretty good. So that's all I got for the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another Mental video.